guys, today I'm gonna show you how to paint a portrait using an oil paint. So first thing you need to do is to draw an outline, and in this case I am using the grid method in order for me to get the correct proportion. If you are not yet familiar with the grid method, you can search it on YouTube. There's a lot of tutorial how to use this method. This is really helpful, especially for beginners, because you can get the exact proportion since you are following each square on the photograph and you will translate it on the canvas. You can start any part of the face. So in this case I am starting to draw the eyebrows. I hope you can follow me, and then I will also check if I am getting the correct equivalent of the photograph. So now I'm starting with the eyes. This is really helpful method, and you will be sure that you will get the exact same thing. It is important to draw the outline properly because it will be the foundation of your painting. Now I'm starting to draw the nose. And by the way, I'm just using a regular pencil. Any pencil will do. Some artists are not using pencil to draw the outline. They just directly apply the brush and the paints. Now I'm almost done with the outline. So first thing, I'm mixing blue plus brown in order for me to get a black color. You can also add red. Now I will apply it to the eyebrows, the eyeballs. Just be patient in applying it, and you can use a pointed brush, the number 1 brush, since this part is detailed. I will start with the eyes because eyes can make a great difference on your painting. If you get correctly the eyes, all will follow. Now for the white part of the eyes, don't use a pure white. You'll need to use a mix of gray mix of black and white, and then blue, because this part is not really pure white due to shadows, highlights. Now I'm starting to paint the nose. I'm still using the same color. I just added it with a little bit of brown. So don't be afraid to commit a mistake, since this is just the beginning. Okay, now I will mix a little bit of brown, a lot of white. You can also add red and yellow in order for you to get the skin tone. You need to add more white to your mixture. So just be patient in filling in the face. This is just the foundation. You will add another layer after that. So just don't be afraid to apply the colors because you will refine it later. This part is really light because the sun hits directly this part. Now I'm mixing the skin tone again, so this is a little bit darker. I'm using brown plus white and some yellow and some red. So if you will add blue, the color will become more cooler, and if you will add red, the color will become warmer. So if you can see here, I'm applying it on the face slowly. If you want your color to be lighter, you can add white, but don't use too much white. And if you want your color to become much more darker, you can add blue. Don't use black because black will destroy the color. But you can use black in some instances, like shadows, and in some areas that really needs a really black paint. So again, don't be afraid to apply the colors because this is just the foundation or the base color. As you can go deeper to your painting, you will add more colors, more values, more highlights and shadows. So this work needs patience. If you don't have patience, you will give up immediately. For the shadows, I am using brown. I'm adding a little bit of blue in order for me to get a darker effect, because shadows is much darker. Just apply it slowly. And by the way, I am using a Filbert brush. I bought it on the local store. You can use also a flat brush, but I prefer to use a Filbert brush because it has a soft edge. And this is a synthetic brush, but in oils, it is recommended to use a hug brush or a bristle brush. Since I have no budget, I'm just using a cheap synthetic brush. So you can just blend later the color. Now for the eyebrows, I'm using a much darker color, because this is the shadow part. I'm mixing blue plus brown. So I'm using random colors here, but not the same value, but related in colors, because there's a lot of aspects that we need to consider. And now I am adding the light or the mid-tone, the light bouncing effect. So again, just a little bit of highlight, not the whitest white. Just mix brown, a little bit of red, and white, a lot of white. I'm just blending a little bit. Just adding more shadows. And just a quick tips, you can use or you can apply the highlights or the whitest white later on the painting, because it will give a glow effect. Just apply first the dark tone, the mid-tone, because highlights will give an awesome effect on your painting. So just adding a little bit of highlights, but not the whitest white. I'm almost done here with the face, but this is just the foundation. And then I'm applying a darker color on the lower part of the nose. So later I will just fast forward the video, because I know you are getting bored right now. Yes, I'm also bored right now. Okay, so let's just go ahead and fast forward the painting.